been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire, and in darkest night, you are close like no other. I've known you as a father, I've known you as a friend, and I have lived in the goodness of God. Yeah. And all my life you have been faithful. Oh. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Yeah. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I'm surrendered now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, surrendered now, I give you everything. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna sing. Cause all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Oh, I will sing of the goodness of
Thank you. You may be seated. It is now time for worship and giving. So as we play some music, please.
We bless you, Creator.
Jesus, we bless you by the means of grace and the hope of glory. And Almighty God, Father of all mercies, we give you thanks for all your goodness, for how you love us. We give you thanks. And we praise you, Creator, Provider. We praise.
All right, my brothers and sisters, excuse me for that. We want to thank you for coming, and those who are watching and or listening around the world. Again, we thank you for coming to join us today. Today's reading will be from Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verses 1 through 11. And I'll be reading from the English Standard Version. And those here in church, if you don't have a Bible, there should be one in front of you, and it will be on page 695. Again, Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verses 1 through 11. The words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Vanity of vanities, says the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. What does man gain by all the toil in which the toil is under the sun? A generation goes, a generation comes. But the earth remains forever. The sun rises, and the sun goes down, and hastens the place where it rises. The wind blows to the south and goes around to the north, and around it goes the wind, and it circuits the wind returns. All streams run to the sea, but the sea is not full. The place where the streams flow, there they flow again. All things are full of weariness, and man cannot utter it. The eye not satisfied with seeing, not the ear filled with hearing. What has been is what will be, and what has been done is what will be done. And there will be nothing new under the sun. Is there a thing of which it is said, see, this is new? It has been already in the ages before us. There is no remembrance for former things, nor will there be any remembrance of latter things, yet to be among those who come after. This ends the reading. You may be seated.
Well, good morning, everyone. So good to see you. And those of you who are joining us online, great to have you with us as well. Today we begin a study of another book of the Bible, the book of Ecclesiastes. You know, no matter how long you live, no matter how much you love life, you just can't understand it, right? You just can't control it. I love life, but I also find that life is frustrating at times. It's sometimes very confusing. Wow, life is super short, isn't it? I just can't believe how many years have kind of stacked up and passed in the rearview mirror. And you know, sometimes we expect life to go a certain way, and it just doesn't happen. Some of our popular songs speak to that, both old and new. Those of you who are my age and older will remember Dust in the Wind by Kansas. Some of you remember that. You're dating yourselves as you're shaking your heads, yes. But I'm haunted by some of the words of that song. It says, I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. Boy, that's so true, isn't it? All my dreams pass before my eyes, a curiosity. Dust in the wind. All they are is dust in the wind. Same old song. just another drop of water in an endless sea. All we do crumbles to the ground, though we refuse to see. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. A little bit more recently, maybe just over a decade ago, a young country singer, Casey Musgraves, wrote a song called Merry-Go-Round, and part of the song, the words go like this. She says, "On this broken merry-go-round and round we go. Where it stops, nobody knows, and it ain't slowing down, this merry-go-round." And sometimes that's how life feels, doesn't it? That's the frustration of life. Well, the book that we're going to look at is one of the wisdom books in the Bible, the book of Ecclesiastes, and it speaks to this problem of life being frustrating, of being here one moment, gone the next, the problem of life making no sense. And I'm thankful for it. We need it. It balances the other books. There are three major wisdom books in the Old Testament. One is the book of Proverbs. And the book of Proverbs tells us how to live life so that life goes smoothly or life goes successfully. It's a book about success. If you do these things, if you practice wisdom, then your life is going to go well. But then we have the book of Job. The book of Job helps us to live when life turns tragic. And the book of Job talks about suffering, because sometimes, even if you live wisely, you notice that sometimes the righteous suffer, and it seems like the wicked prosper. The Psalms talk about that. But then we have the book of Ecclesiastes, how to live life when it doesn't make sense. And Ecclesiastes really deals with frustration. So we're going to look at this book for the next several weeks. And my title for the sermon series is Chasing the Wind. We're going to see that's one of the images that's in the book. I think the ESV says striving after the wind, but the idea is chasing the wind. Sometimes that's how life feels, doesn't it? Even if you love life, doesn't it feel sometimes like you're just chasing the wind? Well, let's take a look at chapters 1 and 2 this morning. We're going to kind of go to work on what do we do when life feels like chasing the wind? And I think you'll find that the answer is actually a surprise. It's not what I would expect as I start reading these chapters. So the first section in these two chapters is chapter 1, verses 1 through 11, and we have a poem. And the poem tells us that life is short and frustrating. We begin with the title in verse 1, the words of the preacher. Actually, it's not the kind of preacher you think of here. The NIV and some others translate it as the teacher. What this word refers to is a wise person who is in charge of bringing together people to talk about wisdom. They actually had wisdom conferences in the ancient world. The kings would sponsor those, and they would get together and they would study wisdom. So this is one who studies wisdom. Notice it says the son of David, king in Jerusalem. And it sounds a lot like Solomon, doesn't it? We don't know for sure that it was Solomon, but it sounds a lot like him. By the way, the word Ecclesiastes, I should have pointed out, is the Greek word for the word that's translated preacher or teacher. All right, now the theme of the book is in verse 2, and the theme of the book, the ESV says, vanity of vanities, says the preacher, vanity of vanities, all is vanity. And here we run into a word that shows up 38 times in the book of Ecclesiastes, and it is the Hebrew word hevel. Hevel. Now, can you say that with me? Hevel. There you go. You're on your way to learning biblical Hebrew. Hevel. Now, English translations have translated this differently, and it's hard because this is a picture word, and it's used as in kind of a metaphor. I'll tell you what the literal meaning is in just a moment, but The NIV translates this as meaningless, and I love the NIV, but I'm not really a fan of that translation. Futile, the CSB translates, and that's pretty good, except how many times have you used the word futile in the last year? I don't know that I have. Sometimes we'll say, yeah, this is futility, but that's not a very common word. The ESV, the New American Standard, says vanity, and that works as long as you don't think of the way we typically use the word in English. Because when we say vanity, actually the word vanity or vain means empty, but then that becomes kind of our way of referring to somebody who's conceited. We say that they're vain, so Carly Simon sings, "You're so vain." Yeah, but that's not exactly what the word means. The message, the paraphrase that Eugene Peterson did a few years ago, he uses smoke. Like, what in the world? Where does he get that? Well, let's talk about this. The term hevel literally refers to a vapor or to a breath. Now, it's used here in a word picture way, kind of what we call a metaphor. But the basic meaning is it's a breath. So basically, the writer says vapor of vapors, mega vapor, or all is a vapor. Now, what in the world does this mean? Well, you have to think about the picture. I mean, this is like fog in the mountains. It's like this mist that rolls in the morning. Or it's a little bit like, you can do this today. Go outside and breathe, and you'll see this misty cloud, right? Now, what's true about that misty cloud or about the fog that you see in the mountains? Well, one thing that's true about it is it's here one moment and gone the next. So if you go outside and you see your breath, and you come back in and say, "Hey, I want you to come out and see my